Hey man, I need to talk to my people for a minute. My people, look at this beautiful weather out here. There's a little clouds out here, man, but it's wintertime right now. It's wintertime, but it's 80 degrees outside. Nice, not even muggy. Hey, listen, if you have been alive for the past 72 hours, you know that Miami is off the chain right now in reference to Art Basil weekend. Listen to me. You back in 2001, I don't know, it was 99 or 2001, there was a Super Bowl here. And I was working and I was coming across 5th Street going on to MacArthur Causeway. And there's a ramp that goes from MacArthur Causeway to Alton Road. And on that road, I seen Jazzy Faye and LL Cool J in a convertible Bentley. LL Cool J was driving and Jazzy Faye was on the side dancing. I knew right then and there Miami would never be the same. After that, you started having Memorial Day weekends. We had Memorial Day weekends. It done toned down now. They pretty much they done dismissed it, got rid of it. But you know how Memorial Day started. I knew Memorial Day was off the chain. We went out there. First of all, most blacks, people in general from Miami don't even go to South Beach. It's too expensive. It's nowhere to park. The police a little bit, overly. We'll leave that alone. Because I got friends that's Miami Beach police officers, so we're not going to disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? We'll leave that as that. I saw Redman, or was it Method Man? Method Man was buying a pizza on Washington, and Redman was on a scooter and said, "They're pepper spray, son." Redman was on a scooter. Got caught. The police got caught off guard, and subsequently, it got out of control, and it was on the news. And after that, man, it started. I don't even think social media wasn't even out yet. This back in 2001, 2002. So social media wasn't even out yet, but the word of mouth came out. Everybody was watching the news and see what was going on, and it got progressively bigger and bigger and bigger. Memorial Day was black. You understand? Memorial Day was black, but it wasn't organized properly. They didn't have any main events and stuff like that to where you come to now during Memorial Day weekend. You have an Air and Sea show. You have some events, but it wasn't on the mass level that it was back in those days. And I'm saying that to say this. You got Art Basil this weekend. Art Basil ain't nothing but Memorial Day weekend, reimagined, rethought, refocused, and listen. They built a whole high-speed train to come from Orlando to Miami. You flying to Orlando to go see Mickey Mouse, and they want you to come down here and party. They've reimagined downtown Miami. Back in the days, Miami never had anyone to even live in Miami. Downtown Miami, per se. Downtown Miami had no residential buildings. Only residential buildings were maybe a couple of Brickell. Brickell was a slum. Downtown's a slum. Wynwood was definitely a slum. And Midtown was not even existing. Wasn't even heard of. Midtown, it was just built up in recent years. So I'm saying that to say this. Before Miami, South Beach was a dump. And I'm saying that to say this. We have to stop giving our ideas away because our ideas are going to be captured. We're going to be pushed out of it, and it's going to be reimagined. Look how much money and how many people are in Miami right now. Art Basil is nothing but Memorial Day weekend reimagined. They do have black Art Basil events going on, and that's a good thing. You understand? A lot of money is being made in this weekend, but can you imagine if we had took that idea, or who the parties that took that idea from Memorial Day weekend and capitalized on it? And not needless to say, we don't have the financial backing and stuff like that. There's a lot of money in Miami. A lot of money is being poured in, and that's where you see all these high rises. You seeing all these communities being developed. You seeing a lot of gentrification going on. Everything has exploded. But at the same token, and the same down south is going to happen too. Pay attention to down south. Watch down south in the next 5 years. And it's so much money to be made down south, property rise or real estate rise. It's probably already been bought up already. Because as you can see now in Paran, off the busway, Cutler Ridge, properties are going up. Real estate is going up. They're building houses everywhere. I remember riding a bus with my dad on the Route 35 and 70 when they had those farmland. He said, son, one day all this is going to be houses and apartment buildings and shopping centers. And look at down south right now. So I'm saying that to say this. Look how back in the days where we used to fix up our old cars and stuff like that. Nobody had new cars back in the days. Nobody had owned a new car. We couldn't afford it. Now everybody got to have a Charger. Charger costs $100,000. Or they got an Infiniti. I'm talking about young people. Young people ain't had no car notes back then, man. You got an old car, you fix it up. Look at how we fixed up our Chevys and our Cadillacs. Now you look, those same ideas are on the new Cadillacs right now, and they charge you $160,000 for it. The big rims, the paint, the music and stuff like that. Go get a Cadillac right now. You're going to have big rims. You're going to have paint. And any car dealer, car maker, they're going to put the big rims. They're going to put the paint. They're going to put the music in it. We came up with all that stuff, man. Stop giving your ideas away. Capitalize on it. You understand what I'm saying? People say it all the time. We need to stick up and build with each other. But everybody not going to grow with you. Everybody not going to have your ideas. Get away from them. You understand? If you got an idea or something, or get with people, man, there's a lot of intelligent African-American people that, you know, even if you in a relationship with somebody, if they're not looking for the same, you know what I'm saying, you may need to get away from them. But Art Basil this weekend, man, millions of dollars. Do you see Miami, man? Miami is exploded this weekend. This was nothing but Memorial Day weekend, reimagined, refocus, and regenerated and redistributed. You understand? But you know who majority getting the money now, okay? I'll tell you. Till the next time, y'all. Y'all have a good one.